is a really quick dish to prepare, so I want to start by seasoning the halibut. Now, it takes the longest to cook, so you want to get it into the oven fast so that while that cooks, you can prepare everything else. I'm just going to when you refer to halibuts, it's usually halibut steaks and not halibut fillets. Well tasting, and it's really low in calories. So if you're trying to incorporate, so now let's get the fish onto my baking sheet. Steaks. I'm gonna make my fresh salsa. Now, I love this. It's so clean and so yummy, and it's perfect when you're watching what you eat. I just take 2 grapefruits, just perfumes everything, and it works really well with the fish. Okay, so now I'm just gonna wipe all of that zest right off, and I wanna show you something. This is how I segment a grapefruit. Same way you do a lemon or an orange. So what you do is this, the pith and the flesh meet as so now you run your little paring knife in between, take the grapefruit and kind of just squeeze it through your fingers and get all the extra juice out, just like that. Okay, 1 more to go. Put this aside, and I'm gonna grab the fennel. Now, I love fennel, and in Italy, it's very, very popular. It's a very popular vegetable, and they pretty much make it all year round in all different ways. I'm gonna throw this in. Now, we're also gonna add some olives, some Niçoise olives, and I'm just gonna chop them. Some flat leaf Italian parsley. Of course, we gotta have, an herb in there. Can't make a salsa like this without adding an herb. Add that. And now, a little bit of salt. And for a little bit of a kick, some extra virgin olive oil. About a 1/4 cup or so. We'll give it a quick little toss. Look how good that looks. I'm just gonna put a little bit of salsa. We'll grab this, and we'll make it look really pretty. Put the sauce right over it. Now, we're ready for the fish. So let me get the fish out of the oven. Should be ready. So easy, the fish doesn't stick to the parchment paper, so it makes it easy to lift it off. Isn't that gorgeous, all of those colors? I just think that's one of the reasons that eating healthy is so much fun, because you just put a little thought into how you're gonna put the pieces together. Pick all of your favorite ingredients, add a little color to them, a little freshness, and you got it made. This isn't it. I've got a few more recipes to show you. They're gonna make you feel like you wanna get into that bikini. First thing I wanna do is salt the water for the pasta. And I'm just gonna use whole wheat. They're gonna take the same amount of time to cook that regular pasta does, but they have more fiber, more minerals and vitamins, and they're so good for you. I'm gonna turn the pan on and add just 3 tablespoons of olive oil, just to flavor the sauce, but not too much. And to add more flavor without any extra calories, I'm gonna add 1 clove of garlic. Just so all of the flavors, mince that up. Okay, so the garlic is minced. We're gonna throw that in the pan here. And you don't want the pan to be too hot because you don't wanna fry the garlic. And I'm gonna start with my green beans. I'm gonna cut them again, just so they cook a little bit faster. And we'll do it the same thing with these. Now, these are French green beans. Sort of melt in your mouth when they cook. Cut these in half too. And if you can't find French green beans, then by all means, just use regular green beans. We're gonna add these, and we're actually gonna slightly blanch them in the pan, because I'm gonna add a little bit of pasta water. But because they're so little, they cook so quickly, you don't really need to throw them in there to blanch them first. We're also gonna add a little bit of salt, bring out the flavors and flavor the green beans. And so just give those a quick little stir. In the meantime, I'm gonna take my cherry tomatoes, and I'm just gonna halve these cherry tomatoes. And remember, it's really about portion control. You just can't eat too much of anything. You eat little bits of everything that you love. Let's see, taste this pasta. It has a nice nutty flavor to it, so nice bite. That is just about done. I'm gonna start adding about 8 to 10 minutes, depending on what brand it is and how thick the noodle is. Perfect. So now, just add a little bit more pasta water. We're also gonna make this slightly creamy too. The pasta water is the secret to creating the sauce. The starches in the pasta water help bind the sauce and give it lots of flavor as well. So again, we're just gonna, okay, so now, to give a little bit of elegance and a little bit of luxury, I'm gonna add part skim ricotta cheese. So it's basically low-fat ricotta cheese. We're gonna use tongs here. And the ricotta cheese is gonna melt. And we added the pasta water, so between the two, it creates a nice cream, a little bit of salt, and a little bit of pepper, right over the top. We'll give that a quick little stir. Tomatoes, a nice red color all over the top of it. Oh, nice. So the pasta will just, so now, bring my bowl over. Turn the stove off. And kind of see that pasta? Put the pasta in the bowl here. Rest. Let's see here. Pick it up. Enhance the flavors just a little bit more. I'm gonna grate. So, let's give this a taste here. Get that, a couple of tomatoes. When you bite into the tomato, all these fresh bursts of flavor and sweetness, this is some feel-good food. And it's gonna make you wanna put yourself in that bikini. I've cleaned and trimmed 8 carrots, and now I'm just shaving them into these cute little ribs. They just make the salad look so light and yummy. Okay, so now, to sort of counterbalance that beautiful color, I'm gonna add a little more sweetness by adding some pears, because they're super white inside and nice and green on the outside, and they're firm, so they kind of hold up to the carrots as well. We're gonna cut them in 4, just like that, and thick or as thin as you like. I'm doing it about a ½ an inch or less. We'll put them into the bowl with the carrots. And see how, now I also want to add any sort of flavor to it that I really like, and that bright green, vibrant color. Add that right on the top. Put this here. And now, the flavoring, the vinaigrette. We're gonna start with some white wine vinegar. I love it. Very mild, very yummy. We're also gonna add a little bit of honey, just 2 teaspoons. Okay, I love honey. And we're gonna add some curry powder, a little bit of salt, and some freshly ground black pepper. I'm also gonna grab some olive oil, but I wanna give it a mix. Slowly incorporate the extra virgin olive oil into it, about a 1/4 cup, and you wanna add it slowly, because what it does is, it sort of makes the oil suspend in the vinaigrette, and it gives you the appearance that it's thicker and richer. There we go. It smells really good. Okay. Remember, fruity extra virgin olive oil. It's a vinaigrette, so you really wanna have that fruitiness, that richness, and the thickness. So now, I'm just gonna pour the vinaigrette, little calories. To do that, and toss the whole thing together. Grab my bowl, and let's taste. And you know what, it's funny, because most people, when they think of salad, I love it. Crisp, sweet pear with that bite from the curry. I just love that curry vinaigrette on this. But a twist on a classic dessert that's gonna keep you wanting more, way past bikini season. Fruit is always the best dessert. And in Italy, we pick nice, vibrant colored fruit. That's what I always do. Not your tired old fruit salad or fruit cup. Put tons of melon. And they don't add a lot of the things that I love, which are strawberries, blueberries, and raspberries. They're beautiful, they're sweet, and that's kind of the thing about dessert. If you're gonna have fruit, you wanna have fruit that's naturally sweet, so you don't have to add a lot of sugar to it. So I'm just add a nice color combination. We'll add some blueberries. And the blueberries are actually the healthiest of all the berries, because they're loaded with antioxidants. They're usually very juicy and plump. Some fresh raspberries and we're gonna add some basil and some mint. Basil tends to be a little bit milder and Here comes the little twist or surprise. Some limoncello. Now in Italy, limoncello, we drink it cold, and we drink it as an after dinner drink. So just mix this all together. Scoop some into my bowl. And see how beautiful that looks? The green from the herbs, and you got These great recipes, you can feel good about what you eat and even better about the way you look.